Every growing season, gardeners repeat the same cycle. Buy fertilizer. Apply it carefully. Watch plants respond briefly. Then repeat. What almost no one asks is why this dependency exists at all. Because for generations, gardeners relied on a single plant that produced unlimited fertilizer on demand. It required no processing, no compost piles, no store trips, and no waiting months for results. Once planted, it fed gardens endlessly. And then, quietly, it disappeared from modern gardening advice. That plant is comfrey, and its disappearance was not an accident. How one plant replaces an entire fertilizer shelf. Comfrey is not impressive at first glance. Large, rough leaves, thick stems, a growth habit that looks almost wild. But beneath the soil, it performs a function no bag of fertilizer can replicate. Its roots grow deep, often exceeding 6 feet, pulling minerals upward from soil layers most plants will never reach. Potassium, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and trace elements accumulate in its leaves. When those leaves are cut and returned to the soil, those nutrients become instantly available to surrounding plants. This is not slow composting. This is direct nutrient transfer. The plant mines nutrients once and delivers them repeatedly. Why comfrey produces fertilizer endlessly. Unlike annual green manures that must be replanted, comfrey regenerates rapidly. Each cut triggers new leaf growth. In warm seasons, it can be harvested every 3 to 5 weeks. One established plant can provide multiple harvests per year without weakening. This is why older gardens treated comfrey as a living fertilizer factory rather than a crop. Why modern gardening abandoned it. Comfrey does not fit commercial systems. It is not a cash crop. It does not ship. It cannot be patented. And it does not encourage repeat purchases. Synthetic fertilizers, on the other hand, degrade soil over time, ensuring continued demand. As gardening advice shifted toward products instead of systems, comfrey faded from recommendations. Why soil biology thrives around comfrey. When comfrey leaves decompose, they break down rapidly due to high nitrogen content and soft tissue structure. Soil microbes respond immediately, earthworms gather, fungal networks expand, nutrients cycle faster. Unlike compost that requires balancing inputs, comfrey delivers a balanced nutrient profile naturally. The simplest way to use comfrey without composting. Fresh leaves can be chopped and laid directly around plants as mulch. As they decompose, nutrients move downward with water. This method feeds crops while suppressing weeds and retaining moisture. No processing is required. Liquid fertilizer made from comfrey leaves. Comfrey tea provides a concentrated nutrient solution for fast feeding. Place 1 kilogram of fresh comfrey leaves into a container and add 10 litres of water. Cover loosely and allow to steep for 14 days. Stir every few days. When finished, strain the liquid. Dilute the finished concentrate at a ratio of 1 litre of comfrey tea to 10 litres of water before applying to soil. This dilution prevents root stress while delivering immediate nutrition. This solution requires no added ingredients. Why comfrey outperforms compost tea? Compost tea depends on microbial balance, aeration and timing. Comfrey tea depends only on leaf breakdown. It delivers consistent mineral content every time, regardless of conditions. This reliability made it the preferred fertilizer in low-input gardens. The mulch method. It rebuilds soil structure in a really remarkable way. With repeated leaf cutting and mulching, you end up creating these layers of organic matter right where the roots need it most. Over time, soil texture just keeps improving. Compaction goes down, and water infiltration, well, that increases. Instead of hauling compost around, the soil actually builds itself. Now, where does comfrey work best in the garden? It really thrives at the edges, under fruit trees, and tucked between perennial beds. Its deep roots don't compete with shallow-rooted crops. Instead, comfrey actually feeds them. And here's the thing. Plant it once, and it stays productive for decades. So, why do pests tend to ignore comfrey-fed plants? It's all about balanced nutrition. This strengthens plant cell walls and boosts their immune responses. Crops grown with comfrey fertilizer show improved resistance to pests and disease, mostly because they're not being force-fed nitrogen alone. Health, in a way, replaces dependency. Now, let's talk about the truth behind comfrey myths. It's often avoided due to some common misunderstandings. While its leaves aren't eaten as vegetables, its real value lies underground and in its nutrient cycling role. When managed properly, comfrey poses no threat to gardens and honestly offers unmatched benefits. Over time, fear replaced understanding and convenience replaced wisdom. So, why does this plant create, well, infinite fertility? Comfrey converts minerals that plants can't usually access into nutrition they can use, and it does this over and over without ever getting depleted. As long as there's soil beneath it, fertility just keeps going up, and you don't need any external inputs. This is regenerative gardening in its purest form. That's why every low-effort garden really ought to have at least one comfrey plant. Just one can fertilize dozens of others, and a handful can eliminate fertilizer purchases entirely. The system, it scales naturally. Once it's established, comfrey keeps working, even if you're busy, distracted, or just not around. There's a forgotten principle that comfrey teaches us. Nature already solved fertility, but humans, well, we complicated it. When we choose systems instead of products, effort drops and results improve. That's why this plant was once found everywhere. If this guide changed how you think about feeding your garden, go ahead and subscribe to Nature's Blueprint. Share this with gardeners who are still buying fertilizer and help bring permanent fertility back to home gardens.